Hello, and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we are going to be learning a little bit about adjective order in creative writing. Adjective order refers to really the guidelines, not really rules, but guidelines that we use in English for the order in which we put adjectives when we use more than one adjective to describe a noun. We're first going to learn a little bit about it, and then we are going to attempt a little adjective add-on challenge. We're going to look at some simple sentences and add adjectives to it, and take turns going around the class adding adjectives, and so your job is to add an appropriate adjective in the correct position. Okay, so let me welcome students to the class, do a little microphone check, and we'll get to business. Hello, Heidi again.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How's the weather?
I have stiff shoulders and back.
Oh.
I always have tension. It's too cold.
The weather's affecting you, eh? Okay. All right. Hi, Senia. How are you today?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Welcome to the class.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you. Ken. Hello, Ken.
Yes, hello, how are you?
Doing okay, Ken. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Christian is with us again today. Hi, Christian.
Yes, good morning. Okay, how are you today?
I'm doing all right. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
And
you feel
sorry?
better? You feel better after your accident?
Today, I'm trying to make up for the money that I lost last week, so I'm working a lot of shifts today, like 10 classes. So it's a little tiring on me, if I want to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
But I'm in a good mood, so that's really what's important. I'm staying happy about it. Also, Fatima is with us. Hello, Fatima. How are you?
Hello, fine, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
All right, nice to have you with us. All right. Okay, we're gonna try to do this. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna say fast, but I'm gonna try to get through this first part where I'm gonna kind of go through adjective order with you, and then we're gonna do our little adjective add-on challenge. So first, I'm gonna screen share here. Okay, adjectives obviously in English go before a noun in a sentence. The adjective modifies the noun. Okay, there is an order which we consider to be natural and what we normally like to do. And it's going to look a little something like this. In this case, in my little document here, which hopefully you downloaded, top to bottom and left to right. So starting over here with evaluation and opinion. Beautiful, good, bad, ugly. These are a matter of opinion. These come first. Actually, in reality, what comes first is any demonstratives or counting words, like articles, a and the. Okay, obviously would come first. Then, if there's a number, the 12 beautiful women, like that. Or besides a and the, if you use another demonstrative like a possessive pronoun, my 12 beautiful guitars, like that. So, okay, first of all, your demonstrative, your article or possessive pronoun, or that beautiful woman. That is another demonstrative. That, those, these. Demonstratives are going to come first. Then a number. All right. All right. Then we get into our true adjectives. We start with opinion. Beautiful, good, bad, ugly. Heidi, what's another example of an opinion adjective? Using these examples.
Intelligent.
Intelligent. Yeah, that is definitely a matter of opinion. Absolutely. Okay, let me quickly say hi to Wellington. Hi, Wellington.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
Hi,
good.
guys.
Hi. Welcome to the class. Okay, here we see some other examples. Interesting. There's intelligent, unsightly, foul, stupid, silly, ridiculous, positive or negative. These are all opinions. That will come after demonstrative and number. That will be our first true adjective. Next, the overall category is going to be appearance or quality, starting with size and measure. Here. All right. Big, large, narrow, wide, small, little, low, high. Okay. That's quite a list of examples. Senia, can you think of any other adjective that describes size or measure?
Tiny, enormous, huge.
Tiny, enormous, huge? Yes, you can think of many. Okay, yeah, very good. Next, basically in the same category of appearance and quality, shape, round, triangular, square. All right. Three-dimensional. Okay. Spherical. All right. Whatever. Conical, what have you. All right. Shape. And then condition. Condition is the tricky one here. All right. Here's some examples. Tarnished, meaning a condition is a non-permanent aspect of the noun. It's tarnished. It's a tarnished fork. Well, if you brighten it with a cloth and a little silver cleaner, it will not be tarnished anymore. It's chipped. It's chipped right now, but maybe you can fix it. It's broken. It can be changed. All right. Ken, what might be another example of condition?
Condition. Township problem. Windowed.
What? Windowed?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but in
Interesting.
Britain, for example, if you put a bench on the garden, and
Yeah.
if it after the maybe 10 years later, it bench became old, or
Uh-huh.
British people like such kind of old kind of furniture.
Yeah, they do.
They said winded or something. I forgot the exact word, but yeah,
Winded.
yeah.
Huh.
Maybe I should check.
Yeah, I'm not sure about. Okay. I'm not sure about it being used that way. What do they call that? Worn or weather worn. Ah,
Maybe that's one. Yeah, maybe.
yeah, okay. Weather worn. That's a good one. Yeah, it's kind of a compound adjective. It's like a two-word adjective. Oh, all right, good one. Interestingly, winded. Okay, I just climbed the stairs. I'm winded. That is my temporary condition. So actually, that would also fit into condition, strangely enough, but it has a different meaning than what you thought it was. Yeah. Okay. Since we're talking about wind, like if you're talking about somebody's hair, wind blown, her uh, her long wind blown hair. Okay, long first. All right, that's on our list. Ahead of, up above. Okay, her long. There it is. Size or measure. Wind-blown hair. Okay, temporary condition. Shiny. Things like wet. You're wet, you're going to dry out. Wet, dry. You have to think about condition as something that's not permanent, and this can be tricky because it can be easily confused in some cases with opinion. For example, as an example of one that may be easily confused, Ken, is drunken a condition, a temporary condition, or is that just your opinion?
I think both.
Yeah.
And at the same time could be the opinion of the people.
Yeah. See, that's the problem. Okay. Probably
Okay.
these two categories are the most easily confused. Yes, Wellington?
For example, hot. In this case, we can say that is a condition.
Yeah. But
Fallen.
yes, hot, now it's hot, it's cold. That's true. Yes. Fallen, yeah, okay. Yes. You think of condition as being a temporary state of that particular noun you're describing. And I don't have all the answers here. You know, is it a condition? In some cases, is, you know, Wellington, if I say she's a hot girl, that's definitely opinion. I'm saying she's beautiful. That's another word for beautiful, but it's a hot pan. That's probably most certainly condition, right? Right now it's
Yes.
hot. Later it won't be. All right. Our next category here, and this is one category, age or period. Okay, newborn, old, young, new. All right. Christian, can you think of any other adjectives that...
For the age period, adjective for age period, old, old, young. Let me see. Edges, longer, no.
Not longer.
No.
Ancient, definitely. Antique.
Yeah.
Okay, the hyphenated classic 5-year-old, 20-year-old, that's obviously age. Brand new, century-old, all right. Prehistoric, all right. Mature. Okay, well, there's another one. Mature, and I think you said experienced. Okay, again, is it a matter of age or is it a matter of your opinion if someone's mature or not? Well, you know what? It depends on how you mean it. If it's your opinion the person's experienced, or then you might consider it to belong in this category. If you know for a fact you've worked with him for 20 years, then you know you're using it as more to refer to the age. He's an experienced chef. Okay. All right. So if I say wonderful, that's opinion. He's a wonderful, experienced chef. Okay. I've worked with him for 20 years. Before I forget, because I do forget things, if you're using two adjectives to describe the same noun, which clearly belong in the same category. Okay. All right. A large, high cabinet. A high, large cabinet. Which one goes first? Really doesn't matter. However, if you are using two that are clearly in the same category, beautiful, interesting person, what you really should do is this: beautiful and interesting person. She's a beautiful and interesting person, like that. So, okay, she's Beautiful young person. I would not say beautiful and young person. Do you see the difference? If I use two adjectives and they're in different categories, I would not combine them by using and. But if I think they belong in the same category, well, then I do. Okay. All right. Moving on. Color or pattern? Well, colors are kind of obvious. We all know colors. I'm sure we know colors by now. What are Fatima? Fatima? What might be an adjective we could use to describe a pattern?
Like dark green.
No. A pattern is when we have a repeating form over and over again. Okay, Fatima, here, I'll make this easy for you here. Okay, look at my shirt here. Look closely. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, how would you describe my shirt?
It's a white, I think. White brown.
No. Anybody else? How would you describe my shirt? Look carefully here.
This one.
Stretch.
Well, okay.
Stretchy.
Striped. Striped. Okay? That's a pattern. It's repeating bars of red and white. So, notice how I would say it. It's a red and white striped shirt. Okay? And if we look at my document here, color usually goes before, okay, it's a black and pink polka dot shirt. Polka dot, striped, checked, paisley. Okay, these are patterns. All right, and normally if you're going to say color and pattern, you say the color first. A red and green checked shirt. You don't say a checked red and green shirt. A red and green checked shirt. Okay, next category, origin and material. Origin is first. Okay, well, obviously countries of origin are pretty easy. French, Mexican, Chinese. Wellington, can you think of any other adjectives that describe origin that are maybe not countries?
Not countries. Latin American. I don't know.
Very good. Asian, Latin American. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Earthly. All right. Mountain, beach, oceanic. Okay. Very good. That was a tough one. And origin. Okay. Well, origin. Well, molecular, solar. All right. Fine. These interesting adjectives belong in the same category.
So, one question, I don't know. Here in Brazil, we have a noun that we use it to the people that lives in the beach. For example, the name is Caiçara in Portuguese.
Yeah.
There is some name, some word in English that describe this person.
Okay, that's a very interesting question, Wellington. Well, kind of, but it's not a very nice term. Yeah, he's a beach bum. He basically lives at the beach. Beach bum, but of course, bum is very derogatory. It's very negative.
Okay.
Right? Caiçara. Is that
Caiçara. Caiçara.
Thank you. Right. The little wiggly thing means it's an S. Right. Got it. Caiçara. Is that a negative term or?
No. It's all.
See.
Yeah, is a term that we use it to the people that lives near to the beach.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Beach bum. Okay. Wait a minute. There's got to be another one that. Well, coastal, and that's not quite it. He lives in a coastal village. He's a coastal dweller. Not quite the same, but interesting. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, okay. Again, origin would come first, and then material if you're using both of those. Heidi, material. Can you give me examples of material?
Udon.
Yep, wooden. Yep.
Iron.
Yeah. Iron. Yep. Okay.
Copper.
Copper, plastic, paper, gold, copper, cotton. Yep. That's it. That's the idea. Very good. Okay, and our last kind of category, type and function. Okay, type like men's clothing. Okay, 3D movie, HD television, first class bonehead. Function often, may often include gerunds. He's a first class hunting dog. All right, so notice type comes before function. Senia, can you think of any other functions that we could use to describe something? This would include, in here, we could also include basically when we use nouns as adjectives. Can you think of any others?
Function. So for what is noun used? Something like that?
Yeah, when we use a noun as an adjective, well, like hunting, cooking, can you think of any other functions?
Maybe teaching.
Okay, maybe, possibly, could be. Teaching as an adjective. Teaching tool. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Also, things like when we use, it doesn't have to be ing, just frequently is, but wedding dress. Okay, it's a dress for weddings. All right. Off-road vehicle. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's the function. All right. Let me quickly welcome Mustafa to the class.
Hello.
Hi, Mustafa. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm doing okay. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Now that we've kind of had a primer for the first half of the class on adjective order, okay, let's try our adjective challenge. I'm going to do a screen share here. All right, look at the sentences below and add a descriptive adjective to each underlined noun. We're just going to go around the class and keep on adding them. As we keep adding them, it will be more challenging to remember our adjective order. Okay. These are going to be the boring sentences, like, for example, the dog chased the cat. All right, you might say the fearless dog chased the terrified cat. Okay. And as we go around, I'll change the order, but as we go around, it should become a little more challenging because we'll have to remember. I'll write the adjectives you use, but it should become more challenging as we continue on here. All right. Where are we? Ken.
Yes.
Give me an adjective, any adjective.
Okay.
For either of the underlined.
Okay. The round ball rolled down the sharp hill.
The sharp hill?
Sharp. Yes, sharp.
Sharp hill? We don't usually use sharp without saying something else. The sharply inclined hill or something like that.
Steady?
Are you trying to say steep?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. Yes.
Steep. Okay. It has a high degree of inclination. Okay. All right. Since there's quite a few of you here, 7 of you here in class, you don't have to add 2 for each one. All right. That's fine if you really want to, but if you only want to add 1 adjective to 1 noun or the other, that's fine as well. If you want to do 2, go ahead. I don't care. Christian, the same sentence, I want you to add another adjective. Or 2 if you decide.
The big ball, or the big ball. Yes, we said.
Including round. Okay.
Including round.
Sure.
The big round ball.
Okay.
The big round ball. Roll it down the steep. One steep in the hill. On the hill.
No, it's down the steep hill. You don't need to. Steep describes hill. And you don't need in or anything like that because you already have a prepositional phrase here. Down the steep hill.
The
Okay.
big round ball rolled. I don't know.
It's okay. You can just add 1 adjective. It's going to be challenging enough. That's all right.
Yeah,
all right.
Because the sentence is complete, and it's very difficult to put another one.
Actually,
We can see the big, colorful, round ball roll down the steep hill.
Yeah, you can, but you're going to have to wait till your turn because part of what the point of the exercise is to try to add 1 more adjective to 4 or 5 adjectives, which makes it more challenging because you have to understand the adjective order. So, Mustafa, just hold on. Wait your turn. You're going to get your turn. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. In any case, okay. You can add 1 or 2. It's up to you. But, all right. Okay. I understand Christian's point that this is a nice sentence with enough description in it. He has a point. He is correct. You don't want to overdo it with your adjectives because it becomes a little ridiculous or your sentence becomes a little ponderous, a little too difficult and unwieldy, and it becomes harder to understand because there's too much information. Yes, I understand that, and I agree with you. In general, I would try to recommend that, generally speaking, you shouldn't probably add more than 3 adjectives for any noun in normal writing style, as a matter of style. However, for the point of this exercise, we're throwing style out the window. We don't really care about style anymore. So we're more concerned with adding adjectives. The rule is, the law is there is no law. If you want to write a sentence with 1 million adjectives, there's nothing in the grammar rules who say that you cannot. You can. It's just no one is going to bother to read your 1 million adjective sentence. Okay. All right. That being said, let us continue. Fatima, can you add me an adjective to the sentence?
Huge.
Okay, where? You gotta read it to me so I know where you want to put the adjective.
The big, huge, round ball rolled down the steep hill.
The big, huge, round hill. Okay. The big, huge, round ball rolled down the steep hill. Okay. Now, okay. All right. See, now it also brings up other interesting points here. Now, if I were writing, and I was writing a book and I wanted it published, and I wanted to make $1 million, I would never do this, Fatima, because big and huge are extremely similar adjectives, and it seems redundant. Do you know redundant, Fatima? You know what that word means?
No, sorry. I have a bad connection. Can you repeat that?
Sure. Big and huge in this sentence are a little bit redundant. That is to say, they have the same meaning twice.
Okay.
And if I was a writer, I would not do this. This is not very good style.
Okay, so
It's okay. It's okay. Actually,
the big or huge.
hang on. I want to make another point, however, in regards to English speech. This kind of redundant form happens quite, actually, surprisingly, frequently in English. Native speakers, when we're speaking, we do this all the time. A big, huge guy came into the room and started punching everyone. This is actually extremely normal in spoken English to have these redundant adjective phrases and sentences. Okay, so no, let's leave it, Fatima. And thank you. It helps me to address probably an important point. In speaking, this happens all the time. And as a matter of fact, there are a number of very strong collocations in English, colloquial phrases we say together. And if you think about it, it's like, why do we say that? It's completely redundant. We're saying the same thing twice.
Yes.
It happens. Okay, so technically, it's not wrong. I wouldn't recommend it as a style if you're writing, but we do it all the time. Happens all the time, actually. All right. Okay, thank you, Fatima. You're helping me make a point here. Wellington?
Yes. So this whoa.
It gets more challenging, doesn't it? Think about all the adjectives we looked at. Yeah.
Okay. Can be this black, big, huge, round ball, rolled down the small step hill.
The small, steep, long E. Steep hill.
Yeah.
All right. Does color belong here? After size, shape, the black, big, huge, round ball. Is that right? Wellington?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Hang on. Review. Okay.
Order.
Okay. Remember order, top to bottom, left to right. So
Okay.
big, huge, and then round is the shape. Color is down. Okay, color is down here. So it would big, huge, round is the correct order, but you've got black out of order. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Where does it belong? I'm gonna cut it.
After huge. Round ball. After huge. Yeah.
No, the big huge black.
Round. After round. Yeah. Round. Yeah.
Cut and paste.
Huge,
the big,
round,
huge,
black
round black ball. Yeah. Okay. A small, steep. Interestingly, I guess steep is like shape, like round. Small is size, like big, huge. Okay. So that's okay. I'm okay. This is just the same as saying huge, round, small, steep. Okay. Gets more challenging as we go along. All right. Mustafa.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead. You can add one or two adjectives. All right. Go ahead.
The incredible, big, huge, round black ball. Round ball. Sorry. Roll it down the uh, unbearable, small, steep hill.
What? Unbearable?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no problem with this. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for somebody to give me an opinion adjective, actually. Finally, Mustafa has obliged me. Yes, okay. He gave me two, in fact, and he put them first, which would be correct. After my article, my demonstrative the, that is correct. It is a little weird to have unbearable describing hill. Why, Mustafa? Why do I think that's a little weird?
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird for me.
Unbearable only describe a person.
Yeah, usually. That's it. Exactly.
So
I wouldn't say it's a...
incredible. Yes, we can say incredible for also the hill.
You could.
And we can say
Okay. You could. You know what's strange? All right.
amazing, small, steep hill. You can say amazing or
Yeah, okay.
marvelous. Marvelous.
Marvelous. That's marvelous. All right. The marvelous hill. Okay. That's cool. All right. Very good. All right. It's getting tougher and tougher. Heidi.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The incredible big, huge, round black rubber ball
Yes. Mm-hmm.
rolled down the marvelous, small, steep, thick, thickly wooded hill.
Ah. An adjective here. Whoops, which I can't spell. Okay, hang on. Let me try that again. Ah, that's very interesting. Now, she snuck in an adverb here. Thickly. How is it wooded? Thickly. Okay. What category is this, Heidi? You've got them in the right place. You obviously have material.
Condition?
Condition.
No.
Steep, thickly wooded. Yes, I would have to say that would be a hill, maybe thickly wooded. If I cut down all the trees, it's not.
Sometimes it's about
Sometimes, that's right. The earth changes. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's condition. I agree. I thought I was going to trick you, or you were going to trick me. I'm not sure which. I thought you were going to tell me that was material, but I think you're correct. I think condition is better. Okay. Now the ultimate in 9 points of difficulty. Senior?
The incredible big, huge, round, black polka dot rubber ball rolled down the marvelous, small, steep, sunny, thickly wooded hill. After steep, sunny.
Got it. All right. Polka dot is clearly pattern, which is obviously going to follow color. Black polka dot. Rubber ball. All right. Okay. Polka dot. Would you just say one color for black polka dot? Do you?
Yes, black polka dot.
Yes, you do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you do. Sorry, I'm having a little mental collapse there. Excuse me. All right, roll down the marvelous, small, steep, sunny, thickly wooded hill. What is sunny?
With a lot of sun?
Yeah, no, I know that. I know what the word means. I mean, what type of adjective?
Conditional, maybe? I don't
Definitely
know.
condition. Yeah, if it's cloudy today, it's sunny tomorrow. Definitely. Sunny, thickly wooded hill. So here's a case. Do we say small, steep, thickly wooded, sunny hill? Or small, steep, sunny, thickly wooded hill? Whatever sounds better. Okay? In this kind of situation, whatever feels better. Please remember that these adjective order rules are not rules. They're guidelines. And whatever sounds better is the correct answer. However, it's always going to sound weird if you have like a color and then an opinion based on putting two categories together in either way, whichever one sounds better, but pulling one from one of the first categories and one from one of the last categories and putting them in the wrong order sounds very strange in English. They're guidelines, but as much as you can, you should follow them so you don't sound weird. Okay, so for Senia, sunny, thickly wooded hill sounds better. Thickly wooded, sunny hill. Maybe that sounds better to me. But you know what? It doesn't matter. She's right. I'm right. We're both right. No worries. Okay, teacher. All right. Okay. Here we go. We're going to try another one, but we've got to change the order up. So, Senia, you're going to go again, so you can go first, so you don't have to go last.
The strict teacher read their difficult book.
The what? The strict?
Strict. Strict? Can I say stricted?
No.
Strict. Okay.
There's no word stricted. Because there's no verb to strict. It doesn't exist. Usually, okay, not always, but usually when you see an ed adjective, it's because there's an existing verb. Not always, like wicked is an example of one. There is no verb to wick. That doesn't exist, but we have wicked. Usually there's already an existing verb we're adding ed, creating an adjective. But, all right, the strict teacher read the what book? Sorry?
Difficult.
All right. Okay, and, all right. Strict? What kind of adjective is that? What category?
Strict. I don't know.
I think that's opinion.
Maybe, yes, opinion, the first one. Mm-hmm.
I think so, because one person may think, it's strict, and one person may not. And actually the same with difficult. I think they're both opinion. All right. Ken, your turn.
Okay, the strict old teacher read a difficult paper book.
Paper book. Okay. Old is obviously age, which obviously is going to follow opinion. Difficult paper book. All right.
Paper-based? I'm not sure.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is kind of a special case here. Because we have a special word that we use for books when we're talking about material of books that we're actually going to use, which is actually type, not really material. Do you know what I'm talking about? Type of book. Using paper. Well, e-book is a type of book, but
paper book, I don't know.
You don't call it a paper book.
Mm-hmm.
I brought a paper book on the plane.
Traditional book.
No. Does anybody know what I'm hinting at? No? Paperback, Ken. So,
Paperback is
I thought
a cheaper one, right?
Yeah, I thought that. So, not all the paper book, I guess. All type of paper book.
Yeah, but a native speaker would never say a paper book because, yeah, of course it's paper, it's a book. But we just wouldn't because we have the other word, paperback, and paperback is the cheaper version as opposed to a hardback or uh, hardcover. Sorry, hardcover book. Hardcover, paperback. Two types of paper books. So because we have these two different adjectives that describe the two types of paper book, I've literally never read or heard somebody say paper book. Technically, Ken, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with saying paper book. Okay? There's not. I just want to point out that native speakers wouldn't do it. There's nothing grammatically wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. You're talking about the material. Perfectly acceptable. I just wanted to point out that we normally would not do that. All right. Christian, your turn.
Yeah. The strict, all mature teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Read the ancient, difficult red paperback. Wait.
Wait. What?
Read the ancient. The ancient, difficult red paperback book.
Okay, you're giving me extra adjectives here.
Yes, another one. It's a bonus.
It's a bonus. Okay, but mature.
Why not?
Okay. Why not? No, I don't give it. I don't care what adjectives you're giving me. What type of adjective is this?
Mature. It's opinion maybe.
Okay, we discussed earlier that it could refer to opinion or it could refer to age.
This one is age maybe. Yeah, age, because all the mature it seems the same, no?
Yeah, well, they're very similar. Yeah. In this case, I would definitely put it in front of old. The strict, mature, old teacher. Now, you see why? Because Christian, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter if it's opinion or if it's age. It's in the right place. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And just a note about pronunciation. Mature. It's second syllable stress. Mature.
Mature.
Yeah.
Mature.
It's a little bit unusual. Generally speaking, most nouns and a lot of the two-syllable adjectives are first syllable stress, but this is second syllable stress. And you and Ken, as a matter of fact, past tense read. You got to be careful about making it obvious that it's a short E sound. Red. It sounds like red. That's right.
Red.
Right. Yeah, these two words here, your color and your verb here, sound identical. Red. They're homophones. Right. The ancient, difficult red paper. Now we got to work on the order here. Ancient does not belong here. Ancient is definitely referring to age. Difficult is definitely opinion. So hang on. Let's do a quick review. Quick review. Hang on. So that sounds really weird. The ancient, difficult book sounds strange to me. In general, the further apart these categories are, if they're in the wrong order, the weirder it sounds, just as a generality. Okay, so difficult is opinion, that's first. Age is here. All right. So definitely difficult's going to be first. And after that it's color. And I forgot what the other adjective was. We'll have to. I forgot what it was already. Short-term memory is shot. Okay. All right. So the difficult All right. Ancient red paperback book. There we go.
It's working, no? Yeah?
Now it's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
We had these first two adjectives transposed. This is better. I can
And
live with it.
and you have one bonus.
And one bonus. And that's fine. That's in the right place here. After age, before material. Or type. Actually, paperback is type. Paper's material, but I forced Ken to use paperback. Fatima, your turn.
The strict, mature, old, 50-year teacher.
Okay. How do I write that?
50, then dash year.
No. Okay, 50-year. Yes.
Yes.
What else? You're not done.
Teacher.
No. I need
Why?
another dash. Why? Ha ha. Congratulations, you've learned something today. You can't say, this is a very common mistake, Fatima. I have a 3-year son. I've heard this many times. No, you don't. You have a 3-year-old son. 50-year-old person.
Oh, okay. This is the complete one.
That's right. It's incomplete and doesn't make sense without old. Okay. All right. Continue.
Read the difficult ancient dark red paperback book.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, you're using a modifier for red. Another color-based word which actually modifies red. That's fine. And another age. Okay. Age-related adjective, the hyphenated year-old one. Now look, Fatima put this in the right place. Okay, so all right, maybe redundant old 50-year-old, the strict mature old 50-year-old teacher. Now that's definitely redundant because you got to use 50-year-old. You definitely would not use those two together, even in speaking.
We omitted.
That would not really work. Yeah, you definitely would not use those two together because that's actually the same word being used repetitively. You would never do that. However, if you use any other old, like mature, definitely this hyphenated 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 17-year-old would be last. The immature 17-year-old student. Definitely this would come last, without a doubt. All right,
Okay.
You're welcome. Wellington, your turn.
Let's say the beautiful strict mature 15-year-old teacher read the difficult anxiety dark red rectangular paperback book.
Okay, but shape does not belong here. Where does shape go? Dark red rectangular paperback book.
Shape. Okay. Before untitled.
Time?
Yes.
Age.
Before untitled. Yeah. Ancient.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Ancient.
Yeah, ancient. Yeah. Rectangular.
Okay.
Ancient.
Okay. Yes. Now the last part of the sentence we're good here, but okay. The beautiful, strict, mature, 50-year-old teacher. All right. I might do something else in this case. It's a little strange to have the beautiful, strict, mature. It's okay. There's, again, nothing grammatically wrong with it.
Okay.
but because strict is kind of negative. Beautiful is
Yeah.
obviously positive, highly positive. Okay.
So the ugly is strict.
No. We have two adjectives that are a little bit contrasting. You know, one's very
Okay.
positive, one's very kind of negative, pretty negative. I just want to show you a little trick here, which is a matter of style, but okay, you might want to add but. The beautiful but strict, mature 50-year-old teacher. Okay? You see what I've done there? Earlier in the class, I said that if you have two, especially opinion-based adjectives, it's common to use and. They belong in the same category. If you're only using two adjectives, but they're two from the same category, you can use and. The tall and wide dresser, instead of the tall, wide dresser. The tall and wide dresser. Okay, if you have a whole bunch of adjectives, you don't want to keep saying and. You usually use and, but here's a case where we have contrasting adjectives.
Okay.
Here, instead of using and to kind of connect them, a good style would be using but. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's better.
It is better. I think it sounds better. Heidi, you have the honors of finishing us off here.
Okay. The beautiful but strict, mature 50-year-old French teacher.
Nice.
Read the difficult, thick rectangular, ancient dark red paperback book.
Yes, and this is proper placement of both of them. Heidi, now, is the teacher French, or does he teach French?
The teacher teaches French.
Aha! Okay. All right. Okay. Now this is interesting because how would you he teaches French?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how would you see it? Can you read it again, please. At least up to the teacher.
From French it's better, right? Original.
No. You're fine. And either way, I just want to make a point here.
How can I say, for example, Italian French teacher?
No. I want to make a point here. The beautiful but strict, mature 50-year-old French teacher, compound noun, like baseball, airplane, notebook, French teacher. That means he teaches the French subject. Okay? You understand? If I say blah, 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 beautiful but strict, mature 50-year-old French teacher, and I stress teacher instead of French, it's no longer a compound.
Okay.
All right? That means he comes from Paris.
French teacher.
Yes, that's it. Exactly. Of course, from reading that, we would not know that. But from speaking, we should be able to discern, to tell the difference between a French teacher and a French teacher. Okay. And that will do it for our little fun with adjectives class. Thank you very much, everyone. You guys have a great evening, day, whatever you have ahead of you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.